Sam McPhail, and my co-host Blake Doyle. We thought we'd give you a bit of an update on our podcast, The Exchange, which will be coming very soon. Just kind of give you a rundown of what has happened, I guess, in the past week.
Yeah, it's been an exciting week. So we did an article on school closures and sort of the impact to society and how...
and it got picked up by CBC?
Well, it did get picked up. It did picked up by a lot of people. We got a lot of comments.
Yeah.
And there's certain subjects, I think, that resonate with the Islanders and with folks. This is one of those. Everybody's got an opinion on it. Few people want to talk about it. We made some very general statements on a softening culture and how the impact of school closings may affect our economy,
and future culture.
Yeah, and people's appetite for risk. Right. And anyway, the CBC and Mitch Cormier picked it up. We were on Island Morning. We got more exposure and lots of people talking about the podcast. In fact, I'm shocked how many people are interested in what we have to say. I hope we have some good things to say. Do you have anything good to say?
Some not as much cynical things to say as you maybe.
Well, not cynical. We're challenging status
ideas,
quo.
Right? So a pretty big week in terms of public affairs. So actually this morning, MacKay announced his bid at the leadership of the Conservative Party of Canada in his home province of Nova Scotia.
Just subsequent to a bunch of people dropping out.
Yeah, you never know what happened there. I think in terms of Canada needs an Atlantic representation because they've tried kind of the Western, the Conservative Party's kind of tried the Western approach, and it hasn't really worked out well for
the
the
Liberals haven't really paid any attention to the Conservatives.
Anyways, that can be discussed all day, but I think Peter MacKay will have a pretty strong campaign in place, whether you like him or you don't.
I think Peter does have a lot of support locally.
Right.
Both his father, Elmer, for sure does, and Peter resonates well. I wonder if Stephen Harper is going to enter the fray.
You never know. There's been rumors about it. We don't know. Also, I guess this week it was announced kind of for Tyne Valley and Rally for the Valley in terms of their craft hockeyville bid is that Ray Bourque and a couple other kind of former superstars are going to have their...
and have you been asked?
I haven't been asked yet, no. Okay. I hung up the skates in 2017.
I mean, mine are sharp. I'm ready to go. I just have to be asked. I don't even have to be asked.
You can probably keep up to some of them, guys.
I'm not sure.
Anyways, that'll be good to kind of get Tyne Valley a little more support and fundraising initiatives so they can rebuild their rink after a devastating fire.
And there's a lot of support regionally. People have dropped
in Nova Scotia or wherever, yeah. And I think it's a really good opportunity to showcase Tyne Valley and what our rural communities have to offer. Other big news is actually where I'll be going after we finish recording this, is the Lone Oak Brewery grand opening in Borden.
Yes. So there's a lot of good craft beers on PEI. I think we've got a disproportionate amount of crafters. But the guys at Lone Oak are great.
And it's good to have that mix of kind of their networks all merge into one big network now, and they're able to have a successful business out of it.
In fact, I think the Mudman, one of the brewers, the head brewer, Spencer Glant, is a Mudman, former rugby player.
Rugby superstar. I
think there'll be many of the Mudmen out supporting their colleague.
I tried to do Jar January, but I guess it's going to come to an end tonight, a few days early.
Well, that's okay. You tried
my best, yeah.
What else? Anything else? So we've got a lot of feedback on this podcast, surprising amount. In fact, we're going to launch this in a couple of weeks. We do have people, some great people lined up from all across PEI to talk about different subjects. I think
then their kind of their opinion on it, their point of view from whatever their expertise may be.
Yeah. If you want to be on, or if you have any subjects that you'd like to see us cover, please click the links, let us know, because there's lots of discourse that I think needs to be picked up, and we see that through the paper, we see it through conversations around this podcast. We're excited to do this.
Yeah, I think we'll be very excited. So we thought we'd make a little teaser / promotional video to kind of get you a little more excited if you aren't already, and to kind of cover topics of interest to us.
So stay tuned, some guests, we've got some people recorded, more people coming up to be recorded, and we'll have a good injection of local, political, economic, social commentary, I guess, public affairs.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.